Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to the Monogatari series second season. It is episode 20 and you know what to do. As always, if you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions and you will find a link. Just follow, replace the circumflex dot parts as real dots and enjoy the reaction. And once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, those of you who look closely will realize that this picture here is not episode 20. So I was searching a little bit through the older episodes because I was searching for the intro of the storyline for Hachikuji, the second one, because I think to remember that her intro and what she was singing about very much had to do with staying and spending time with Araragi. But then I found this one here by accident, and I really liked it because it is, in my opinion, fitting very much the tone of the ending of this episode. And I'm watering up again because it gives this vibe, which I had in this episode when I discussed it as well, that it is about the way, it is about the time you spend together that makes friendships, camaraderies, relationships of every way so important. Time you spend together and memories that last. So I found it fitting. Now, first thing first, you should be aware that as good as no one of you spoiled me, and I like it not to be spoiled, but you all knew what was coming and no one warned me. Nice one. Somewhen in the past, I don't know where and when exactly, in one episode's discussion, someone mentioned that Hachikuji is gone from the series, something like that. I did not read it properly. I realized when I was like flowing over the comments that something like that was in there and immediately skipped it, but it was in the back of my mind. But it wasn't very prominent, if you know what I mean. So I did not expect it here and now. Well, she being a ghost, it kind of made sense that someone it might happen. Well, but as I said, I mean, you've seen my reaction, you should be aware that I was not prepared. So, let's go through the discussions. I wrote down quite a lot this time. Really much, I have to admit. Out of multiple reasons. My last discussion was pretty short, I'm aware of that, because I was tired as heck. And I did not really completely grasp the idea of the darkness. And I discussed my idea about the darkness already in the episode before. So, for me there was nothing so much new last episode. However, this episode, we got a lot of informations. One of the first things I want to discuss is Gaen. Gaen Izuku. So, she is strange, to say the least. She knows a lot of things. And before I even started the reaction, I talked a bit about her and the fact that if she really knows everything, that would make her kind of godlike. Which is what I will talk about first. What if she is a god? I mean, thinking about it, she if she is a god, she can look as she wants, possibly. So her outer appearance doesn't have to reflect that at all. She looks way younger than she acts. She looks more like a teenager from the dress and everything, but her general outer appearance is more of an older, not old, but older woman in the meaning of 25, 30, something like that. What gave me another hint is right now where everyone is sitting when they jumped there is in this very nice house with a lake. So they're kind of inside of a lake, and I thought, and I think I mentioned it, what if that is the same lake that Shinobu once jumped to and then became a god? It would be kind of funny if Gaen would be like a god that was created or came into existence after Shinobu left, because the area was still there, the lake was still there, the need for a god, kind of, was still there. I mean, there were no more people. Question is if they may have reappeared. Not sure there. I don't say she is, but I wouldn't deny the option that she is some god, some kind of a godlike creature, which would explain her knowing everything idea. That's one thing. About the people missing in the past, they, as we know now due to the darkness, disappeared because the darkness eradicates, removes abominations that are not following the rules of abominations. Thus, Shinobu was perceived as a god by the humans. The darkness first removed those who perceived her, who gave her the god powers. And once all of them are gone, she could, if she wanted to, have acted like an abomination again. So you could say kind of the darkness gave her an option there, which she didn't take in the first step. Which brings me to the darkness. So we got the information that it removes abominations that are not following the rules. Shinobu didn't do 400 years ago because she strayed from the path of a vampire and tried, more neither by herself, by her self-choice, to become a god. Now it is Hachikuji, and I can clearly see why she did it. She was a ghost snail, which had the purpose of leading people away from the path, of making them lose their path. And she didn't do that for a long time now. So that's why she had to be removed. Which is kind of sad. I see her reasons. She was happy with the way it was now. She had kind of a new life. And that's the thing here. Her real life already ended 11 years ago. And she had another purpose now. And once this was solved, there was no more reason to stay there. But she clung into this existence. She clung to Araragi in general. Tried to remain there. But the universe, destiny, whatever you want to call it, simply didn't have that in its plan. So I can see that Araragi is upset. I can, in many ways, I understand the feelings of both sides. The thing here is that when your time has come, very often we are powerless. In many ways, what they showed here is the thing about death itself. If someone is about to die and is aware of it, knows how much time he or she has left. There are many ways of coping with it. There are people who struggle, who say, don't give up the fight, you know, stuff like that. We will find another way. There will be something, you know, like miraculous medicine or whatever. Here in this case, that was Araragi, who tried coming up with any other option to make her stay. And then there are those who kind of say it's time. Ononoki's example, here it is. Who says it is the choice of the person who is dying, who is about to leave. And the person that leaves, that here it is as being a ghost, being removed from existence, or as she said, going home. Or in general, the person that is dying. Some of them have this moment of clarity, have this moment of, I am fine with it. That's not an easy thing to understand. I had a kind of a similar experience in my personal life with someone who died in my past. And it is a strange thing if these persons tell you that they are kind of fine with it. Sure, they would like more time. It's not like they say, I don't want to live anymore. It is just that they say, I'm fine with it. We all know we can't do something against it, so here we go. For myself, it was a good thing, because I like the fact if someone is so calm about it and has made its peace. And I wouldn't try to discuss against it, as Ononoki does. It is the choice of Hachikuji. She says it's okay, it's time to go. She kind of cheated a lot of time for herself. She even admitted it. They had very much granted time by the universe for the two of them. So, yeah, this whole episode, the ending of the episode was generally about how do you accept death? How do you accept that someone is parting forever? Are you able to accept it? I mean, it's never easy, as you've seen, because I was bailing my eyes out. But it is the way of life. It feels unfair because she was happy with the way it was, and you could think like it wouldn't hurt anyone to just let her stay that way. But then who are we to judge if it wouldn't, you know? So it's the universe itself that made the rules, and the darkness is, you know, just the big rubber that clears out what is too much on the pages of life right now. Good one. I think that's the main thing to discuss here. But we have some smaller stuff as well. So there are 3 favors Araragi has to do now, or had to do, because we had the 4 months later moment. So Gaen wants to meet Kambaru. They are related, which still doesn't mean she's not a god. Just saying, you know, just because she has living relatives doesn't mean she's not a god. Just pointing that out. But she wants to meet Kambaru without stating that she's the aunt. Which brings in again the fact that the family of Kambaru is kind of weird and powerful. I mean, we had that in the past already when Kaiki was standing in front of her house. And he was looking her because I think he knew her mother. So he was aware that this family is kind of special. I'm pretty sure we will learn more about this family. Gaen mentioned Kambaru as being Suruga's left hand, which is in many ways interesting because it was her left hand that was turned into this ape form. And we once again for a moment saw the ape, the monkey theme for a very short flash. So I'm looking forward to where this is leading. A bit of, I wouldn't say spoilers in there. They give small hints that the next storyline is possibly, or one of the next storylines is possibly again about Kambaru, about the ape hand, and possibly about the whole family. However they fit together in their very own weird way. And he has to help with the job. And we've seen Araragi talking about it later on, saying it was a harsh job, a very strange and weird job. So maybe we will see it in one of the future episodes. Let me see. Oh yeah, going back to Hachikuji, because that's the last part of or what I wrote down because it was a long scene. The moment when Araragi said, "I would stay lost with you forever." Well, that hurt. I mean, in the end, it is kind of the ultimate sacrifice. It is the will to kind of give up your life. You're not dying there, but you will have no personal life anymore. You lose your family, your friends, and everything. Which is why Hachikuji was against it so much. Which is why she stated clearly she will not accept that. But offering it is once again showing how deep this connection is between those two characters. It's not only Hachikuji who loved Araragi, as she stated later on, but it is the other way as well. There was much that happened. I like that Ononoki held Hachikuji up. I think it was kind of like a last thing to do for someone. So I liked her before already. Searching for my pen. Here it is. but that gave her even more of a spur. So Ononoki is a very strange character, but that clearly showed that she is, in her very own good, a really good person. She did this deed. I guess she knew it somehow what she wanted. And, well, we had our kiss and then they parted. We didn't see how she went, and I'm fine with that. It's good that way. And that's why I like this picture. And we in the end have Oogie, who pretty sure informed us about some major things. About herself and what her job is, you know, punishing lies and everything. Where I'm a little bit afraid that she might be punishing Hachikuji, because it was mentioned that she will be punished and then brought to the afterlife. I really hope they do not. I still look forward to what Oogie is, but it may very well be that I missed one or two important things there, because I was done. I'm sorry. I was really done at that moment. Yeah, and right now, Araragi is kind of trying to use what happened as a trump card by not telling the others that Hachikuji is gone. So, to see if maybe, just maybe, he can use it somehow to the advantage of everyone. Not completely sure why and how. I mean, it might be about the fight we are still waiting for with the snake. The question is if she's aware of it. We will see. And yeah, on to the next episode, on to the next story arc. By the way, they broke the fourth wall quite often this episode, you know? Talking about story arcs and stuff like that. It was a good episode. I liked it. I really liked it. It was a bit much. It was very emotional. It was well designed. And as I said, from about the half of the episode, when we learned about what it really is about, that Hachikuji had to leave, they really tried to play the bowstrings. They really tried to give you onions to cut all the time. I mean, I was really aware at this moment. The music, the whole vibe of the scene was very, you know, the way they talked with each other. I was pretty clear to me that they wanted to make me cry. And I really fought it. And I nearly did it. But in the end it was over. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will miss Hachikuji. I guess you do as well. She was a very, very entertaining character. Maybe we'll have a little jump in here and there as memories or anything like that. That would be nice. And that's it from me this time. Long discussion. I hope you're fine. And I will see you the next time. Please be aware that that maybe the next 2 or 3 reactions will be a bit delayed, because I'm quite busy right now. The next 1.5 weeks, I'm very much having problems with my schedule, but I will try to pump them out as good as I can. Until then, my name is Relax and Panic. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Leave some tears. Goodbye and out.